The sodium-potassium pump is a vital cellular mechanism that acts as the body's tiny battery, generating the energy needed to maintain essential functions in every cell. Despite its microscopic size, this pump is crucial for maintaining the electrical gradient across cell membranes, supporting nerve transmission, muscle contraction, and overall cellular function. How it works. The sodium-potassium pump is a protein embedded in the cell membrane, responsible for transporting sodium, Na+, and potassium, K+, ions against their concentration gradients. For every cycle, the pump moves 3 sodium ions out of the cell and 2 potassium ions into the cell. This process requires energy, which comes from adenosine triphosphate, ATP, the body's primary energy currency. The pump's activity creates a concentration gradient, where sodium is more concentrated outside the cell and potassium is more concentrated inside. This imbalance is essential for the cell's ability to perform various functions. Friends, let's now discuss the key roles of the sodium-potassium pump, maintaining resting membrane potential. The pump helps establish the negative charge inside the cell relative to the outside, known as the resting membrane potential. This is crucial for nerve and muscle cell function. It helps in nerve impulse transmission. When a nerve cell fires, sodium ions rush in and potassium ions rush out, creating an electrical signal. The sodium-potassium pump resets the ion concentrations to their resting state, readying the cell for the next signal. In muscle cells, the pump helps maintain the ion balance necessary for muscle contraction and relaxation, ensuring proper coordination and movement. This pump helps in fluid and electrolyte balance in the cells. By controlling the movement of sodium and potassium, the pump regulates the balance of fluids within and outside the cells, helping maintain blood pressure and overall homeostasis. Why? It's like a tiny battery. Just as a battery stores and releases energy, the sodium-potassium pump creates a chemical potential across the cell membrane. The difference in ion concentrations, high sodium outside, high potassium inside, is a form of stored energy, which can be used for various cellular activities like nutrient transport, nerve signaling, and muscle function. Friends, what happens if the sodium-potassium pump fails or operates inefficiently? The consequences can be very severe. Imbalances in sodium and potassium can disrupt cellular processes. Further, conditions such as hypertension, high blood pressure, cardiac arrhythmias, and muscle weakness can arise when the pump is impaired. Without proper functioning of the pump, cells may not have the necessary energy to perform basic functions, leading to cell death or organ failure. Finally, to keep the sodium-potassium pump working effectively, adequate intake of sodium and potassium is must, which can be done by taking balanced diet and timely exercise. The sodium-potassium pump is a true marvel of biology, acting as a tiny battery that powers essential cellular processes.